Hey everybody, it's Leslie Sansone Williams. How are you? It is Hump Day, Wednesday, October 10th, and today I want to talk about challenges I've overcome in my online business. Been running an online business for quite a while now. Started off with a book, and then I developed a course, and I'm marketing that course for over a year now, successfully. But it took me a long time to get the courage up to do that and to bite the bullet and not pay attention to what other people were saying and all of that. It's my journey, and I've got to run that race myself, and it's not anybody else's race. So here are some of the things that I felt were challenges for me. They might be for you too. And let me know in the comments below, if you feel like it, what you were facing and what you're facing now, maybe what's stopping you from moving forward. But one of mine were, if I'm not putting limitations on myself, which I definitely was doing, then other people were putting limitations on me. They couldn't even fathom. Some of my family members, the older family members, couldn't even fathom ordering online, never mind doing a business online. So I knew that I had to be careful who I told my dreams to, who I expressed my aspirations to and for the future, because they'll be the naysayers and the dream killers, and why would I do that? I think part of it is like I wanted them so much to support me, but they won't, because they can't wrap their heads around it. When it's weird, because I can easily wrap my head around it. And I don't mean that there weren't challenges. That's what I'm talking about today. But they don't see the forest for the trees. They really don't see the possibilities. So it's not something you can make them see. So be careful who you share your dreams with. They might just come up with what your limitations have been in the past, and you have to get past this whole limiting yourself and not following your path and purpose that God's laid out for you. So I had to stop limiting myself and just honestly, seriously, have fun with this. This, to me, doing live videos on YouTube or Facebook, is total fun. Where when I started out doing live, or let's start with recorded videos on YouTube, it wasn't fun in the first go around. Like first few videos, I felt like I couldn't talk, and I just had to put bullet points in front of me and just be myself, because I am a talker. So and even if you're not, you can have bullet points in front of you and put things underneath those bullet points that help you just think about some other things that relate to each bullet point. So the second one was self-doubt. Looking at doing a course, oh my gosh, I had self-doubt. When I was announcing it on Facebook for baby paralegals, and I teach them how to get into the career. And from this side of it, I teach people on this channel how to build their online business step by step, and those simple things I did to get noticed. So, and it didn't involve running a lot of ads. And even now I'm just playing with that. So it's not really something I'm doing heavily. And when I do, I'll let you know. But it's what I do here and there at strategic times. But the self-doubt came in the form of, yes, doing recorded videos, live videos, just videos in general. And everybody was saying in 2016, 17, and before that, you've got to do videos. That's the wave of the future. And it's true, people would rather see me live on this channel or my other channel that's for baby paralegals than they would in a recorded situation. Although I did oh my gosh, I did something like 180 recorded videos, 190, more, maybe more than that, close to 200 in the last year and a half. So I was just putting them out there, information that I knew they needed. And because of that, some people landed jobs on the Baby Paralegal channel. And I'm I'm forever grateful for listening to what God had for me and to move forward into what I was supposed to be doing so that they could get a job and not continue to make minimum wage. And in my case, when working as a paralegal, that helps support my family. So self-doubt can be there, but what if you knew that there were people waiting to benefit from what you are doing? What if you knew that? What if you knew who they were? It would make it more personal, and then you wouldn't hesitate. And that's what you have to do. I had to remember and hope that somebody would get something out of what I was doing, and they certainly did. So I'm grateful for that. What I worried about, and self-doubt and putting limitations on myself were two of my biggest hurdles. The other hurdle, number three, are the trolls. I worried that trolls would come out of the woodwork and cause it problems, but honestly, they haven't. And for people who get super snarky, ban them. I learned how to delete them on Facebook and on YouTube. I just don't tolerate any of it. Zero tolerance for snark and outright meanness. So got rid of them. Number four, my lack of knowledge in how to run my online business correctly. Like what did I need to do every day and get into a system of doing? And so I'll be teaching a course on what my system is, and it works. And so I regularly sell my book every single month. I mean, multiple copies, okay? And the course, I don't have that open all year long. I only launch it 2 to 3 times per year. So big hint there. So I had to learn some of this along the way. Some of it I didn't believe that would work, that not keeping my class open, would that work? And how to price my class and all that. And so I learned along the way. And I learned before I jumped in too. I had a plan in place, and I adjusted that plan as I went, as I saw response or no response. And I saw people's behavior and saw what my tribe needs on this channel and also on my other channel. So the fifth one is no income. I worried about that. Like, will it really work? Will I get income from this? Well, yes, I do. I had heard about that you won't get rich, off books. But what I heard about was that you should diversify your income. And so that's why I put a course up for my baby paralegals. And that worked like a charm. And that's because they need that information in that course, and I gladly share it. And it's after 28 and a half years in that field. And it's important for them to hear the practical side of something and how to jump in, how to get into that career in a much easier way than they're being shown right now, or have been shown over the years. And it's, I worried about people being against my ideas. And you have to just forge ahead anyway. That you have something to teach people, you have something to show people. If you're an artist, you might never have thought of developing your own course. But you have something, a lot that you already know that you could teach somebody else. So why not make the jump? And I think it's worth it for you. And it took me, after I started doing recorded videos, I saw the response, and so that gave me courage to think about the course. But then I had to figure out how to set everything up, and I did. And even after I purchased something to help with the system, I sat on it, for, just didn't do anything for about 3 months. I was recording the videos for the course, but I wasn't setting a date that I would launch. And so I had to start saying in my group that I'm setting this date for launch. And I mean, I couldn't believe it when I opened it up. People were enrolling, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do this now. It's really hilarious when you think about it, because you're planning all this time for that, but your tribe shows up. And it's not like I didn't have people on my page on Facebook. I did, and I had many people on my YouTube channel for the paralegal situation. So they were primed and ready to go. So I hope this helped you, that if I could do it, you could do it. And I do almost every single one, not every single one, but almost every single video that I've done has been recorded or done live in my vehicle, because it's ultra quiet here, and it gives me that space and that time, and I feel extremely relaxed, and I don't feel like somebody's going to walk through the door, and unfortunately I don't have that kind of privacy at the house, and I don't have that kind of quiet because of two dogs that all of a sudden see a squirrel and want to bark, and it kind of takes me off my, what I'm thinking about, and then it's hard to regroup. So I know in the car for now, it's the best place. But if you're teaching painting courses, you need to be in a place where you do have that quiet, and you do have that a little bit of space to teach painting, or teach a craft, or if you make wreaths, or you make soap, or you make wooden sleds, which I just made, by the way, excuse me. Whatever it is you do, or you write a book and you want to talk about, or you write fiction and you want to talk about the process, it might be that you're more interested in selling your book, but people want to hear about your life, and also about how'd you get the idea for this. I mean, they are not interested in stealing your idea. What they're interested in is in knowing more about you, and how do you come up with your ideas, and what made you think of that scenario. If they become a fan of you in your fiction books, where I write nonfiction primarily, and so I teach people through my books. And when it comes to fiction, it's really interesting, I think, for people to see the background and to know more about you and your characters, character development, plot development, all of that, okay? And the different scenarios that occur within the fiction book. So think about that if you're an author, how can you use a YouTube platform, a Facebook platform, and especially the live video platform, for people to see who you really are, because beautiful connections are made. I can tell you that through my paralegal group, I've made some wonderful connections with people that I would love to meet someday. So that is it for today. I hope this helped you to push forward and overcome some of your own challenges toward getting that online business going. Or if you have a brick and mortar business, you have a storefront, or you are in an antique market where you refurbish furniture and you sell it in an antique market, or you're in a flea market and you have a business there, that having a presence online is important to direct people to your brick and mortar business too. All right, so have a great day. Questions, comments, just post them below. I'll help you any way I can, and I'll talk to you in the next live video. Take care. Bye-bye.